If you follow me on social media, this might not be a new thing, but I listen to K-pop. It's something I've gotten into recently, but it takes up the majority of my library. However, this isn't a K-pop related channel, so bringing this up would seem weird, right? Well, let's pivot over to anime openings. Anime openings are a big part of what people love about anime, and it's often the first impression you get of a show. J-pop, anime openings in particular, and K-pop have their own particular stylings, but sometimes there are songs in the latter that could fit in the former. Two of the groups that embody this idea most of all are Dreamcatcher and Gfriend. Dreamcatcher is a fresh group conceptually, incorporating rock elements into a lot of their songs and having a great darker styling. Gfriend, on the other hand, are one of the best representations of the nostalgia concept, while sometimes leading into more ethereal sounds. Today, I wanted to make a 4-song mini bracket to find out which song from the two groups would make the best anime opening. 2 songs from each were picked, focusing on the Japanese version when applicable. So without further ado, it's time to reveal the bracket. For the first round, we have Dreamcatcher's Chase Me squaring off against Gfriend's Memoria, as well as Gfriend's other song, Time for the Moon Night, fighting Full Moon. Chase Me is one of Dreamcatcher's best title tracks ever. With a soft piano line and a beat that builds up to the chorus with hard guitars and bombastic vocals, it perfectly slots into the J-rock landscape. It's a super catchy track that will have you humming along. It feels like it would be perfect as an opening to a thriller type show in the vein of Parasite or a darker high-stakes battle shonen. It's a really strong contender in this battle, but how does Memoria stack up? Memoria is a type of song that really hits you from the start. It has this somber energy to it while still soaring with the instrumental choices and the vocals. The overall sound and the romantic lyric content perfectly slots it into romantic drama and maybe even a show in the setting like Violet Evergarden. Memoria would be the kind of opening that sets the pace and mood for these kind of shows and really pull the viewer in. It's a song I'm very fond of as well. That said, which one will be moving on? I love Memoria, but this round is going to Chase Me. Chase Me fits the opening concept in my head, and I think that it would be interesting to sit against the other side of the bracket. It's a powerful dark song that fits many shows well. With that out of the way, we'll head to the other side of the bracket. Gfriend's other song in the running, Time for the Moon Night, is a super emotional track. It has a faster pace compared to Memoria, and it plays out like a story from front to end sonically. There are a lot of sweeping strings and other sounds that tug on your heartstrings. The lyrics in the song focus on love, or rather the longing for that certain someone to be with you. Moon Night is the kind of song that just makes you think about the past and throws you into the mind space it sets. It's the perfect fit for a romantic drama, light or visual novel adaptation, or maybe even as a theme of a thriller. Full Moon, on the other hand, is the prototypical sound of a darker show. It has the hard guitar and drum lines, echoing vocals, epic progressions, and a high energy coursing throughout the track. You can feel the mood instantly from the minute you turn on the song. Even though there is no Japanese version, you'd be hard pressed to say that it doesn't fit into that pocket of J-rock well. I could easily see this fitting a school mecha show or an action-packed genre like a battle shonen. It's a great song that I always enjoy listening to, but does it have the edge over Time for the Moon Night? Well, no. It may be shocking to not pick Full Moon, but I just feel like Moon Night pulls off the concept so well that it wouldn't feel right not to have it up there. This leads us to the final battle, Moon Night vs Chase Me. This is a pretty tough one to pick from, based on the relative strength of the two tracks. One is the perfect track for a romantic drama type show, and the other molded for thriller. If both could win, that would be ideal, but there can only be one. So the winner is Chase Me. Chase Me just has this undeniable energy. If I was watching a show with this theme, it would have pumped me up for the episode so much that I wouldn't know what to do with myself. I enjoy Moon Night more as a song, but for the intended purpose, Chase has no competition. It's honestly an interesting thing to look at and compare J-pop and K-pop as genres among other aspects, so I hope that this was a somewhat entertaining look at something that people might not check out. Dreamcatcher and Gfriend are both quality groups, and if any of the songs appeal to you, check out their discographies. I'll throw them down in the description below. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, like, subscribe, and share with your friends. If you want more videos like this, check out my recommendations from 2018 or my review of today's menu for the Emiya family. See you guys again soon. Peace.